Welcome to Horse Girl TV. We're starting off in Middleburg, Virginia, at the home of the most respected equine publication in the States, the Chronicle of the Horse.
Peppermint. We're very dog friendly here.
So Robert, I want to thank you for being on the show today.
You're welcome. Pleased to be here. Honored.
I'm honored to get to be here. I guess let's just start off with the Chronicle of the Horse was started in 1937, is that correct?
That's correct. It was started by Jerry Webb and Stacy Lloyd, who thought that this would afford their fox hunting and point-to-pointing pleasures, and so they started the Middleburg Chronicle. The Chronicle from 1937 has always been to disseminate news and information about better riding as it pertains to sport horse activity. And in the early days, the magazine was used as a platform to start the U.S. Dressage Federation, the U.S. Eventing Association, the U.S. Pony Clubs, the North American Riding for the Handicapped. I think Alexander McKay Smith was then the editor and was the one who brought all of this really to the pages of the magazine and helped found those organizations, which of course are the national governing body today.
What has been the most significant advancement in the magazine since its inception?
I'd have to say that the race to the digital age has got to be it. We started our website 10 years ago, cronofhorse.com, so that we can bring the news that we bring in print to our subscribers or to the people who would like to read it electronically.
And you guys have an amazing forum. I use it myself, actually.
Oh, the bulletin board is off the hook.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's awesome.
It's a great place to go for free to ask questions of people that are more experienced, and I think it's become a lightning rod for anybody who's looking to learn to do better what they do in sport horse activity. But we've got so much more to do, and we will.
Well, that sort of brings us into this whole North American Point-to-Point Association. Now, you're the current president, is that true?
That's right.
Okay.
Kind of a pet project of mine, although it was founded by George Strawbridge and Mason Lampton.
Okay.
It was formed as a way to reconnect to fox hunting, to bring people that are learning to ride via fox hunting back into a more competitive discipline, and that being steeplechasing. One of the things you learn when you're out fox hunting is how to judge jumps by your eye. You don't have time to go out and walk that course and to step it out. You have to ride that. And the way to do it is to feel it, to know it, to live it, and to have done it fox hunting, then you have that direct connection with the next jump ahead of you. Michael Plum and Bruce Davidson, the event riders extraordinaire, will tell you that they learned to do their discipline by fox hunting and running in point-to-points.
So what are you going to do to bring maybe more amateurs or young riders into this sort of fold?
Well, Mason and George are pretty smart guys. They started and invented Fieldmaster chases. Now, Fieldmaster's chase operates much like a fox hunt does.
Okay.
All of the riders follow behind a Fieldmaster, and if you pass the Fieldmaster, then you're disqualified, right? Similar to fox hunting.
Awesome, okay.
And then you learn to jump in company with other horses and riders beside you, and you have to rate your horse because you don't want to pass that Fieldmaster. And then, after the last jump, the Fieldmaster peels off, and you get to get it to the wire, and that's where the speed comes in.
Right on.
And that's where you really start to enjoy the sport.
So even if it's me, like I actually have an interest in fox hunting.
Absolutely.
So if I had a horse, I could get involved on some level and learn some of the basics.
Of course, absolutely. Okay. More fun you'll ever have, for sure.
I don't know, I might be scared.
Well, I do remember my first start, and there was no North American Point-to-Point Association, and there was no education. But I had a serious fox hunting background. I had a real nice horse that would bred on our farm, out of a nothing stallion and a nothing mare, but it came out to be a something horse. And everybody told me, "Are you going to steeplechase him? He's good. You ride him really well." Well, I don't know. I never have tried that. they said, well, there's a point coming up, and this was in Tennessee, and where there's not a lot of steeplechasing activity, but I remember tacking the horse up in the paddock, and my friend Michael Berryman was leading him, and he says, okay, now you've schooled your horse, right? And I'm like, school my horse now. I'm in the tack now. And he's leading. We're going to the start. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I missed something? And he's like, you didn't school your horse? And he was giving me the education as we're going down to the first jump. He's like, okay, use that natural eye. I've grown up with Mike, and he knew I could handle at least that. Everything went really, really well. And I ended up second in the race.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your first time out.
First time out.
Impressive.
Yeah, and from then on, I guess I've made over 30 starts, but God, the feeling of speed, the adrenaline, there's nothing like it. It really is that cool. But all wrapped around fox hunting, and I can't encourage your viewers to enjoy fox hunting more. There really is a place for just about everybody out there, and if you really want to do it, you should try. Nothing is more exciting, except steeplechasing, than running across an open rat of ground and hills and valleys and open fields, and jumping from a coop in a field into the woods, and serpentining through the woods, and coming out across a ditch and across the road, and jumping a coop and into the next field and cantering on. It's a lot of fun.
I think I'd even get an adrenaline rush from hilltopping.
I know you would. Just being out of doors, being out of the arena, and enjoying the open space is the way to live.
Every episode we have Horse Girl Mail, and Jessica from Toronto, Ontario, Canada wrote in. Dear Horse Girl TV, I've started taking lessons at the Riding Academy here in Toronto. My dream is to compete in show jumping or eventing competition. How do I get started in entry-level competitions?
Well, that's a good question, but luckily Jessica's in a really good place, because the Toronto area is just known for the number of experienced horsemen in every discipline. But what she should do is to try and find a trainer who's able to take her to the shows that she needs to go to. But I can't recommend any more highly going to the fox hunting community in that area and learning to ride over an open rat of ground, because that'll give her the balance that she needs to be attractive to those show jumper trainers. They'll know that she knows how to ride. And especially the hunting community there, I think they enjoy a huge amount of support and success.
Okay.
So she's in a really good spot to do what she wants to do.
Don't forget to send your questions to mail@horsegirltv.com, and you could be featured on a future episode.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks for your support of Horse Girl TV, and remember to join team.horsegirltv.com.